Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, all dear viewers. Welcome to my show, Sports Talk. This is your host, Hussain Mahmood, presenting live debates on UC TV. Many thanks for all your support and encouragement thus far. We're definitely on track and momentum is most definitely being felt. Please continue to share, comment and or like media content and subscribe to UC TV for ongoing notification updates. Through these unprecedented times, I do wish everyone is safe, taking the necessary precautions and keeping a positive, helpful mindset. I would also like to highlight for all my viewers, we are definitely taking all the necessary precautions as individuals and the wider team here at UC TV Studios. As always, we all have a role to play in creating awareness and improving performances and developing our youth today, highlighting the need to adopt the right mindset, breaking the current mould, and making the change happen. So all my dear viewers, keep involved, keep liking, sharing and commenting because changes are now taking place. It's your host Hussain Mahmood holding the front line and being the voice for us all. I need you and we need the change to happen. Diversity, equality and a fair qualification system being our number one agenda. If you've tuned in over the past few weeks, you will know I have picked the classic Hawthorns League as a case study to understand what is happening on grassroots level and what may well be the hindrance for our superstars breaking into top flight football. In episodes 1 to 5, we had my guest, Mr. Khalid Isa. We have been studying and highlighting key areas to tackle and understand further. In episode 4, we also had his father, Mr. Ismail Isa, who is one of the founding fathers of the classic Hawthorns League, along with Iqbal and Mo Matador. We will continue to focus and draw up our conclusions, as this was the first platform for British South Asians in Blackburn for grassroots level. It is the first. Since its birth to date, we now have 7 Asian teams playing over 4 divisions in what is now established as the Blackburn Combination League. Alongside myself today, bringing his views and his insight, we have my guest on the show, Mr. Aroon Hussain. He has been one of the few Asian players still playing in the Combination League that has come with a pedigree of 11-a-side football from a very young age. Aroon started playing 11-a-side at the age of 10, where he represented Blackburn Eagles. He then went on to further develop his footballing skills by representing Huncourt United, Blackburn United and Axo Noble. At the age of 17, Aroon represented the Lancashire County team, where he later got scouted by Clitheroe FC, who presented him with an opportunity to play at a semi-pro level. Aroon has now played in the Combination League for over 10 years since making his debut at the age of 15. Team he has represented include Blackburn United, Banktop, Whalley Range and now Euro Garages. So, without further ado, let's bring in Aroon and let's talk sports.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam and assalamu alaikum to yours, Aroon. How are you, my bro?
I'm okay.
Alhamdulillah. Are you okay? Welcome to my show.
Thanks for having me as well.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming on, Aroon. Have you watched some of the shows before?
Yes, I've watched a lot of the shows and Alhamdulillah is picking up, and all the topics that you've picked up on, Alhamdulillah, obviously there's going to be a lot of people out there, and hopefully that there will be a change where we are going to see an Asian footballer make it to the top flight, inshallah, very soon.
Excellent. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. You might know of Khalid Isa.
Yes, I know Khalid Isa very well.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I've played with him and I've played against him.
Good, so let's give a shout out to Cal. We miss you. We hope you're doing well. His dad obviously was on the show as well.
Yeah.
Aroon, you might have seen that episode.
Yes, I did see that as well. Obviously with Carl's dad, he's got a lot of knowledge. He's been in football for a very long time.
Yep.
And now obviously he was one of the first ones to get Asians into football, like create leagues and stuff like that. And which is very obviously good of him, obviously to build that platform for us lot to come through right now. Because without him, the platform that he built for us to continue now, without him it wouldn't have happened. So obviously,
very big thank you.
Very big thank you to
Ismail. Ismail. for creating that platform, along with Iqbal.
Along with Iqbal as well, yeah.
Mo Matador.
Mo Matador, who used to be my PE teacher.
Okay, I didn't know that.
He'll be watching.
He's another busy man, isn't he?
He's a very, very busy man. If he is watching and he's looking, he's probably thinking he's best student that he's ever had in his
school. Would he say that?
Yes, he will say
well
that.
Done, well done to you.
And obviously, when it comes to like football, and obviously a lot of in Blackburn especially, and like in the northwest, even up to like London sides, I've represented many of teams, so people will know me. I've built a lot of bridges, not just obviously on the football side. I've built a lot of bridges all around the northwest, even up to like London side as well. But I've played for teams all over in Scotland. Many.
Well, that sounds really good, Aroon. Let's can you take me back to where it started? Because look, for me, what's interesting is the person's journey. Yeah. Last week we had Adnan on the show. He had a lot of vital information. He talked a lot about pathways. Consistency, mindset, breaking into top flight football, and it was the journey of understanding how did he do it, and that's really the same case for you. I mean, you played with some excellent players. You yourself have represented some good teams and are very passionate. Ismail, Khalid's dad Ismail, along with the founding fathers of the Hawthorns League, created a platform for Asian players in Blackburn, which now has gone on to Blackburn Combination League.
Yes.
At the early ages when you started, Aroon, what motivated you getting into football?
Really, what motivated me was my brother. He used to go watch the Hawthorns League, and his name is.
He was a spectator.
He was a spectator. He's called Umar. A lot of people know him as Romy.
Romy?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Yeah, he's the one that went to the Hawthorns League. He used to help out, go there, watch these players, and then he come back, and then he wanted me to get into football. Now, it all started where even in primary school, in year like 5, 6, I was quite passionate.
Passion was there?
Passion was there from the day dot. From when I started playing football, I was passionate. Whatever I wanted to do, I wanted to win. Didn't want to be at number 2, number 3, I wanted to be number 1 on everything. And obviously then he started, he's got a team going for us, which were just our cousins basically, like just from the area, which were like 5s and 7s. We used to train at...
obviously this is very early on.
Very early on, about 9-year-old I was. And he got a team, formed a team, and we played in a few tournaments. And then from there, when I was about 10, there was a English team training at a pitch near my house.
Okay.
And I thought, I fancy a bit of that. Obviously, I want to get in there.
Just get a bit of a kick about.
Yeah, just have a kick about, see what it's about, you know what I mean, see where I can get to. End of the day, when you're younger, you have a goal, like you want to become a footballer, you want to become famous, you want to make money.
Sure.
And obviously, you have that goal in your head, but obviously, everything has to start from somewhere.
Of course.
Now, my journey started with the Blackburn Eagles. And at that age, of 10-year-old, gone there, started mixing in with the Asians. Not a lot of Asians at that time were mixing in with the English teams.
Sorry, Blackburn Eagles, was that Asian team?
No, that was it was a
dominantly white team.
Yeah, dominantly a white team. Obviously, I was the only ethnic minority in that team.
Okay, you were the Ortega team.
Yeah, so
British South Asian background, of course.
Yeah, so I was representing them lot. And then from there we went on to playing 11-a-side, which I've never played 11-a-side before.
Okay, so the Blackburn Eagles team, was that 11-a-side? Was that a 7-a-side first?
No, they would usually train at Bangor Street on the 7-a-side pitch, but it was the 11-a-side team.
Right, okay, so you used to get involved on the back pitch, 7-a-side?
Yeah, then I broke into their team, and then we started playing 11s.
So then you took it to grass?
Yeah, then I took it to grass, and then let me see what I can do. And at first, to be honest with you, I didn't get a look in. The manager didn't pick me. For whatever reason, I don't know.
In the squad, not on the team?
Not in the team. I was in the squad, but never in the team.
Okay.
And I still remember till this day, we played over in Rosendale. And there was like 2 pitches side by side. So we were playing on this pitch. There was another pitch on the other side. And I thought, I'm never going to get a game. So I've turned around, watching the other game. Next minute, manager just called me. He goes, Aroon, you're getting on. I thought, wow.
For the first time?
Yeah, for the first time. So I put my boots on, they're ready, warmed up, everything. Come on, scored a hat-trick.
For real?
Yeah.
Very well done.
And at that time in my career, obviously, I thought I was a striker at that time. And alumni, everyone knows me for my left foot, which is what you'll probably see later on in the show.
Yeah, you will.
And from there, then the next week didn't get looking again. So I was thinking to myself, is this really for me? Obviously 10-year-old as well.
Aroon, could I just... I know you're in the floor there, and I will get back to it.
Yeah.
But for me, that's a big point there.
Yeah.
You didn't get a look in.
Yeah.
You yourself felt really comfortable and confident.
Yeah.
But you just weren't getting picked.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what I want to understand. And when you say, is this for me?
Yeah.
That's a big question, Aroon. Because that's the point where it's pivotal.
Yeah.
You could either go on to become a superstar, or you can think, do you know what, well, forget it.
Yeah, because at that time I was thinking, is this really for me? At that time, when I was getting dropped, when I was getting a look in.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you overcome this? What was your next step?
Then my next step was, I thought, you know what, I need to start training up a lot more, start training on grass, so my brothers should get noticed, so I started training on grass. After that season was finished, I left Blackburn Eagles. At the age of 11, I joined Hunko. But in the pre-season, obviously I've done a lot of hard work.
Right, okay.
And
so now you know what this is about.
So I'm getting feel of the grass.
Feel of it, yeah.
So I know what's to come now. So then I started playing at Hunko. My first year at Hunko, I was the only Asian in that team. Again. Now, that first year, I started hitting heights at that first year. In 35 matches, I got 29 man of the matches. Meaning enough, every week.
That is a really good achievement.
Yeah, literally every week I would get man of the match. Literally every week. And
so out of the 35 games, you're getting 29 man of the matches.
Yeah. And at the same time, in the newspaper, I was getting recognised as the Brown Beckham coming through.
The new kid on the block.
New kid on the block, and in an article it says that the next best thing coming through, and this the new Brown Beckham. And from there, obviously, I didn't have someone to take me to the next level. Now, obviously, it's nothing to do with racism or anything like that. It's basically, I just needed someone to guide me, i.e. last week. Now, you had Adnan on the show last week.
Yes, we did, yeah.
And he's got a platform, which when I was watching the show, I was thinking, only if you come in my time.
Yeah, well.
And you give me that opportunity to get to there.
Ismail said we are 20 years too late on the show. But obviously, we'll catch in the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Aroon. In my time, we never had a leverage. We didn't have support or network. And Adnan is one guy, as well as another football agents that UCTV, myself, Sports Talk, are involved with, and we're looking for the next superstars. So when they're in them positions, and it's your family or friends, and you're limited on the network, get in touch. The numbers on the screen, we want to know what's happening with our superstars, and we want to take them on to the next level. So whilst there wasn't that network for us, Aroon, and we had nowhere to go, what did you do? What were your options?
My options were just staying at that level and carrying on playing. I thought maybe if I have stick another season out, I might get recognised, because it was a mainstream football at that time. It was Saturday afternoon kickoffs at Hunko, and all the best players at my age were playing in that league.
Okay, so you was in the mix of things.
Yeah,
you was confident about that.
Yeah, and end of the day, to make it to where you are, or if you want to make it to wherever your goal is, you need to have a lot of confidence within yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
And only you know inside if you're good enough or if you're capable of making it. Now, what I mean by that is that end of the day, obviously, to make it somewhere, you need to have confidence. If you don't have no confidence, and your confidence is low straight away, then you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. At that time, when I was obviously my first season, and I was thinking, you know what, I think within me, I think I could make it. I was fit to the fiddle, could run up and down 90 minutes, not a problem. And I was getting recognised by my own team, like my managers, they were getting all the praises.
That type of encouragement.
Yeah, so I was getting the encouragement, but the thing is, like I said again, I weren't getting that recognition, and I didn't have that person to take me to that next level, which obviously in this day and age, obviously if there is a footballer out there that is coming up, obviously last week you were on the show. If you watch the show, it was Adnan Ahmed, who's got an academy which is taking people on to take them to the next level. If you know you've got the ability to go to the next level, try them out, go, see how good you are, and they will tell you if you're good enough or if you're not good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Pre-Pro Academy, you can get in touch through us. The number's on screen. You can like, comment and share. We will get back to you. Facebook messages also, we will get back to you on that. We're here for you. Aroon has just expressed how he felt at that time. How many years ago was that now, Aroon?
That was about 15 years ago.
15 years ago. For me, sat right here with Aroon whilst explaining this, I could tell you that passion 15 years ago is very much alive today. The feelings that he was feeling in that position and getting into the next spot and the next stage and the next levels upon levels within levels, as Adnan mentioned last week.
Yes, it is.
Aroon was very much limited. I myself, as a player, was very much limited in breaking through and breaking the mould and getting through to the right places. But today, alhamdulillah, through all the help and support we're getting, especially yourself or viewers, we are breaking that mould.
Yes, we are.
We are reaching out and we want to know where them superstars are and what are you doing, and watch all episodes on demand on UC TV. Aroon, so how did you find the battle then? I mean, you're in amongst these, you're the only Asian player, you're in amongst the mix. What happened there? What did you do next? I mean, because you went on to play for other teams also.
Yeah.
But once you was at Hunko,
Yeah.
how did you finish up at Hunko?
We went on to the next season, and then I've brought about four of the lads, Asian lads, with me to join this team. Now, my aim is obviously I'm not a selfish guy. Like I didn't want all the limelight on myself. So there was another. When we used to play five-a-side, there was another 3-4 Asian lads that had the ability to play at a decent level, and I've took them along with me for the second season. So now, all of a sudden, for me just being the Asian player in that team, there were 4 or 5 Asian players in that team.
Okay.
And from that season, we had a decent season. Obviously, the lads come through us and stuff like that. And then from there, I thought don't know what, I need another kick on.
So you brought lads in.
Yeah.
Into the Hunko. Did that make you feel better?
That made me feel better.
A bit more easier.
It made me feel more easier and more proud because I wanted to see a lot more Asian players playing at a decent level. Now, whether I can help someone and whatever I can do for someone to take them to that next level, i.e. I brought my mates from not playing no 11-a-side football whatsoever to taking them to 11-a-side under 12s at Hunko, which was a big thing for them, and a big thing for myself.
Yeah. Big
and just in this big note, obviously you're speaking about about all these footballers going there. My dad himself, he supported me from day one till the end of my time when I was about 18, 19 when I started playing for Clitheroe. But in that time, my dad used to pick us all up, about 6 of us, and take us to the football, which was a big help because in that time Asian parents were into supporting their kids and taking them to that next level.
Not a massive encouragement we got for the sports side of it. You know, it's more the case of doctors, solicitors, universities.
Obviously, at that time, mum and dad are saying you have to be solicitors, doctors, and stuff like that. But my dad goes, son, if you really passionate and you really want to play, no problem, I will help you. I'll take you wherever you want to go. I'll take you. So obviously I want to give a big shout out to my dad for helping me and taking me everywhere. And obviously I can't repay him. Obviously no matter what I do, I can't repay him.
Alhamdulillah, you can make dua.
Yeah.
You can say shukriya. We can do qadr.
Yeah.
And we can say jazakallah. Thank you very much for everything. So a big shout out going over to Mr. Hussain Senior. So Aroon, so where did you go from there? I mean, did you feel you had achieved what you wanted to achieve at Hunko?
To be honest with you, because I couldn't find that next level, because I knew what we were capable of, because they were known to help me to that next level.
When you say to find, is that internally management coaches or is that externally agents and networking?
More like agents and networking.
Okay.
The networking I didn't have to get to that next level. So
what about the managers at Hunko? Did they encourage you? Did they push you in there?
To be honest with you, they encouraged me and everything like that, but they didn't like go out the way to promote me.
Okay, alright.
Now at that time I felt like if they did promote me, I could have gone a lot further and I could have been in a totally different...
Because let's be honest, Aroon, what does 11, 12 you don't know?
Yeah. That's true as well.
You know, I mean, in terms of coaching, mindset, development, pathways.
Yeah.
What Adnan mentioned then, surely you can't expect a 12-year-old to figure it all out himself.
Yeah. Now this is where obviously for me it went a bit left and right. The reason being is because I didn't have that person to lean on or to get me to where I wanted to go. So after the second year at Hunko, I've left now, and then I was just thinking now, I need to make another move. But then we started playing fives again, five-a-side, We played up in Shad. It was a tournament. We just turned up 1 minute, like agents do, 1 minute before kickoff. We've turned up and we played the tournament and we've won the tournament. Within that tournament, there was about 4 teams made up of AXO players. AXO Nobel, which is what I moved on to after Unco.
All right, okay.
And
so did they kind of see you from there?
Yeah, that's where they seen me from. At bars, I used to play up front, and after the tournament finished, manager pulled me over, which was Anthony Pilkington, his dad, which is what I'm going to touch up, who's a pro footballer.
I was going to say Pilkington, a pro footballer.
Yeah. He still played.
His dad was
He was the manager of AXO Nobel.
AXO Nobel, Tiga,
so
right.
We finished.
Did his son play for AXO Nobel as well?
Yeah, his son played. 2 of them. They were Danny and they were Anthony Pilkington that played for AXO. And
he was there at the same time you played with these guys?
At the same time as they was there. And we finished the tournament and what's it called? The manager's come over and he goes, you seem like a good player, we want to sign you up. So I don't know what.
Especially being a lefty as well.
Yeah, lefty. So
lefties get picked up quick.
So I think they've seen that power in the first tournament. We've obviously won that tournament and then from there then he goes, come on play for us at AXO. And I said, yeah, no problem. So me and one of my mates called Omar, we both signed up. The rest of the lads were really interested in playing 11s at that time.
Sides, yeah.
So from there, then we moved on to AXO. So Can
I just say there, Aroon? You know, whilst we skip over that very quickly, I mean that's a big point, isn't it? Like a lot of Asian lads at that time who just played that tournament you won with.
Yeah.
Don't want to play 11-a-side football. So it's like grassroots football is the real football.
Yeah.
And then you have this 5-a-side and 7-a-side. I've always thought, and when Ismail and Khalid was here, I said it and my fans will know, I think it's training day.
Yeah, it is.
You know, if you're walking on there 5 to 7, on 5-a-side or 7-a-side pitch and saying, I'm the man, or I'm a player, I don't think that's a fair statement, is it really, Aroon?
Do you know what it is? You can walk onto the pitch, you do what you do, you only get recognised by your own people.
Yeah.
Like Adnan said, you get recognised by your own people, you don't get recognised by anyone from outside. So then when you do step up that level from 5 to 11s, only then you find out what kind of player you really are.
You really are, okay. You're exposed then.
Yeah, then you're exposed to a big pitch.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it?
Yes, and the bounce on the grass is not the same as on the...
on the acid, they come straight to you on grass in my bubble, 6 times, this way, they come to you.
You take your eye off it, you're going to lose it.
You're going to lose it. So only then you get exposed to the players that actually know what they're doing on the 11-a-side pitch to when playing on 5s.
So would you say, would you say that some people or some players may already know within themselves, and when you mention this, you got to have the right confidence, the right self-esteem. Do you think that they already know when they say it's not for me, 11-a-side is not for me, or the grass is not for me because I can't do that, or I can't make it to that level?
To be honest with you, some players obviously, like I said, they have that inside confidence who know they can mix it with the best, which I thought I could mix it with the best, which alhamdulillah I did in my career that I did mix it with the best at my age, because you got to remember them lads that we played against in this 5-a-side tournament, a lot of these lads were academies. Already, yeah. So they were Blackpool, a few guys were Blackpool, some were Blackburn, some were...
Well, it's a bit of a handpicked team as well, handpicked team.
Yeah, so they were playing for AXO at the time, but in their careers they've been at academies. Us lot who've just turned up to this tournament, we've never been. I've never been in an academy. Which one thing is that I wish I could get into academy to push myself to that next level.
Yeah, pathways.
Yeah, the pathways.
The proper pathway.
Yeah, to see where I could have gone to. But like I said, obviously I didn't have that person to push me to that next level, because at that time we didn't have the resources. Now, obviously, like I said, it's up to the person himself. If you have the confidence within yourself to do what you want to do, you will do it. Some of the lads, I don't know, they could have been family commitments, there could be mosque commitments.
Yeah, sure.
And that, obviously, on the other episodes, whatever you've picked up on with the barriers that come in.
Absolutely, yeah.
It could have been that reason, I don't know. Only they will know why they didn't pursue it when me and my other mate did pursue it. Now, obviously, all I can think of...
In your opinion, is it a question of talent?
I wouldn't say talent, because, with talent is one thing, but you've got to be hard working.
You've got to have
now you've got
ethics. You've got to have a real working ethic.
You got to have that ethic to work.
Yeah.
You got to like obviously have that stamina as well. You know, like people have the talent. That's fair enough. But when you have the talent, but you don't have the stamina, then obviously your talent's nothing. Your talent stops shining, right? Because you're not fit enough to get around that pitch.
Absolutely.
Obviously,
you're a 2-round fighter, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just a 2-round fighter. You'll put it all in. After that, you're gassed.
You're gassed out, aren't you?
But the thing is, when you're fit and healthy, and then you have the technical ability as well, that's when you know you're an all-rounder. You can do everything.
Many factors. I'll come back onto that, Aroon, just one moment, and also the Axel Noble.
Yeah.
But one thing I have to point out, say to all our viewers, we do apologise for the lagging due to the YouTube server overload at the moment. But you can still call and message, and this will be repeated as a recorded show and will be shown at 9 p.m. this evening on www.facebook.com/uctv.blog. Aroon, okay, so moving on, interesting journey.
Yeah.
I can see how a youth in this day and age may well be experiencing some of that.
Yeah.
But inshallah, through these shows and what are your skills and you're coming to the show today, and the messages that our viewers are taking, inshallah, the next youth won't go through what we went through. What you went through, because we will be the bridge. And we will take them on to the next level. And inshallah, there's support for you, and we want to see British South Asians getting through to top flight football, so we can sit at the TV and say, well done as well. Because sport is massive. The football game, sorry, are you going to say?
Get in contact with us. Let us know where you are. Obviously, if you need any help, obviously there's a number there. There's Anna from last week who can help you.
Check the number at the top.
Who can take you to that next level. If you know that you're good enough, but you're not getting a look anywhere, get in contact with us, and we'll inshallah try our best to get you to that next level. Obviously, we didn't have that opportunity, but that doesn't mean we're not going to help anyone else to get to that level now.
Yeah, absolutely. Inshallah, we've got to take a break. Aroon, I'll come back to the Axel Noble shortly after the break. Viewers, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back. Assalamu alaikum, all dear viewers. Welcome back. My show, Sports Talk. It's your host presenting live debates on UC TV. We've got Aroon with us today. Aroon, we were just discussing before the break now. You've told us a little about your journey so far. Obviously, in snippets. I'm sure there's a lot more emotions involved, and we can go on for a week with the passion that we've got. But well, you got to Axel Noble. What age were you when you got there?
I was about 15 at the time. I used to play for Blackburn United as well. I broke through at Blackburn United at that time, which was a Asian dominated team.
Okay.
So on Saturdays I used to play at Blackburn United. On Sunday I used to play for Axel Noble.
Tiga.
So I used to play for two.
But in the same league as well?
No, different leagues. So there was a Saturday league and then a Sunday league.
Right. Okay.
So I used to play Saturday and then on Sunday. Right. And then I broke through there, and then I was about 15 at the time. And some trials come up for a scholarship in America. So me, my friend, my elder brother Umar, and one of my other mates who drove us down to Nottingham for these trials.
Look, I've not been on these scholarships. Alhamdulillah, I've always found myself, you played with me as well.
Yes, I have.
I've always found myself to be confident. Enough to be amongst the mix. But I never got to that scholarship, and I never pushed myself. Because I went through the typical Pakistani route of going to university, getting an engineering degree, masters, and now I manage a couple of businesses, alhamdulillah, also. What happened? How did these scholars come about?
Basically, there was someone advertising for scholars on the net, and my brother used to obviously write to a lot of clubs, for trials and stuff like this. And then after that, this thing come up for a scholarship in America.
Okay.
Brother goes, I fancy that, let's go down. I said, no problem, I'm ready, let's go.
Okay, so what's the criteria there? I mean, what are they expecting to see? How do they judge you? How do they assess you?
So beforehand, you send them a CV where you play.
Okay.
And
is that a video clip?
No, not a video, just like a normal CV where you've played at what position.
Bio type.
Like a bio. So we sent the bio, and so we went down to Nottingham, and we had a day's trial. Now in that day's trial, there were loads of scouts there from different American teams.
You see, I've not been on this, Aroon, so I sort of have to break it down for my viewers and the youth of today.
Yeah.
A day's trial, what is that? Running, cone work, shooting?
This one specifically, it was just nothing to do with shooting and anything like that. It was just a game. So basically, there were other people there as well. And there was 11v11. We had a few games, so we had like one 90-minute game, had a bit of a rest, had another 90-minute game.
Full game?
Full games. So we had two 90-minute games in one day.
Alright, is that how it goes?
Yeah, and that's how this trial went.
Okay.
And so we've gone there, we've played and everything, and then after that, they write back to you in the post. So we've done the trial and everything like that. We've listened to the guys give his conclusion on obviously the day's events. We've come home. Few days later, about a week later, I'll say, I got some letters through the post, and I got offered 2 scholarships in America.
So that's saying we've assessed you, we've seen you, we're happy with you.
Yeah, we're happy with you, and we want you to proceed this.
Mashallah, that's really good.
Come to America and fulfill this scholar. And unfortunately, at that time, where it does get a bit sad to be honest with you, at that time, my mum was diagnosed with cancer.
Allahu Akbar.
And at that time, my opportunity, I thought at that time, what do I do? I have to weigh my options, or what do I do? Do I go to America knowing that my mum's not well? Allah Nagar, if I do go to America and something happens back here, what do I do? Now, myself...
Really tough decision.
Yeah, so myself, being me, out of the opportunity another opportunity might come.
Yeah, but I can't go.
I can't go, so I've stayed back, and obviously I thought my mum comes first, my dad comes first before anything.
But that's right, Aroon, I agree.
And obviously, if there's any kids out there, love your mum and dad. Have a lot of love for them. End of the day, opportunities will always come.
Inshallah.
Opportunities will always come, but have a lot of love for your mum and dad. Show them a lot of respect. Whatever they deserve, they brought you into this world. They've done everything for you. You could show them a lot of respect. And this is the reason why I've missed my opportunity. Why? Because I could have seen my mum going through what she was going through at that time. Now, if my mum didn't have that illness, obviously I could have been in America doing something totally different and totally different planning. I could have been in America probably earning loads of money.
And you would have accepted them off as well.
And I would have gone. But unfortunately, that's how it played out for myself.
Unfortunately, Allah Ta'ala better jane, inna lillahi wa inna ilahi rajiun.
Yeah.
All souls come from Allah, and all souls shall return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's the message that youth need to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, we have our parents today, and they say mama tundiyan chama.
Yeah.
And really, mums and dads, opportunity may come around again, but your mum and dad won't come back around again.
Yeah.
It's only one time shot, and to be honest, if you're going to get anywhere in life, one of the ways of getting there is blessings, du'as and prayers from your parents, mostly.
Definitely.
Mum and dad. Mum more so, because the paradise is at her feet.
Yes, it is.
So it's very sad to hear that, Aroon, and I'm sure that obviously, like you say, it's played its part.
Yeah, because then after that, mentally, like I'm going into games, mentally I'm not there.
The spirit is.
The spirit's not there. I'm playing just for the sake of playing.
Yeah.
And for the about 6-7 months, I felt like I was playing at
the energy levels.
The energy level were really down. Now, what I say to a lot of people is, you only see people for 2-3 hours in the full week. I.e., when you come to football, you play with them 2-3 hours. From Monday to Friday and Sunday, you'll never see that person, so you will never know what that person's experiencing. Yes. What they're going through on the life, what kind of bodies are they facing.
Yeah, they're taking you for the 90 minutes, aren't they?
They're only taking you for that 90 minutes. Yeah. Now, they only judge you on that 90 minutes. Now, they don't know what's going on in the background. Now, obviously, this is why I've come onto the show, to tell everyone what my experience was. Obviously, when I was 15, and my mum obviously getting cancer and stuff like this, and that's the reason why I've knocked the opportunity back, because of this reason.
So what would you say? It's a very tough reason, and it's something that we can't control. Really.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, having played alongside you many times.
Yeah.
And some of the clips that we've got as well. And you're not going to get a scholarship if you're even if you're half good. You're only going to get a scholarship or an offered letter like you have done if you've got that serious talent there. And if that things were different, I'm sure they'll be different today as well.
It would have been totally different. That's why for about 6-7 months I was playing, but I had no a lot of energy of playing football, because I was feeling a bit down at the time. And then slowly I started going past it, where I thought, you know what, I'm going to get back into it now. And there will be a clip coming up when I scored a free kick, which was about a year ago.
Let's put it up. Can we get that clip on? Let's have a look.
And
there we have it.
It's probably Mahmood who's in net, who's a good viewer on this show.
Can we just get that on again? There we are. There we have it.
Billy, just to let you know.
There's your left foot up. Andy, get in.
Just to let you know, Billy, you would have never saved that. It doesn't matter what you did.
Bro, that's a really good free kick. Yeah, you've definitely killed it around there. So well done to you, alhamdulillah. I want to go into something next. Obviously, we've got a message out there for all the youth. The respect and the love for your parents, because once they're gone, that gap will never be filled. So whilst they're here today, praise them, say shukriya, jazakallah, be there for them, ask them what you can do for them, because it's payback time. And that's the true blessings of life, really. So you've done Axel Noble. From Axel Noble, what happened after that? What happened there? What did you learn there, and what did you take next? What did you take forward from there?
From Axel, what I took was that, from Hong Kong, I was at good level, but when I went to Axel, I was playing with some really, really good players. Now, I was playing with the likes of Anthony Pilkington, Danny Pilkington, and a few other...
Where did they go on to play?
Anthony, he went to go played for Huddersfield, he played for Norwich in the Premier League. And at this moment in time, which I was just flicking through my phone, and next minute said Blackburn-born footballer playing in India. Now, Pilkington. Now he just signed for a team in India.
Nice.
And to get praises from a person like that who's played at that level. And it was just funny that my brother was picking up a job. He was taxis, or picking up a job from one of the pubs. And when he picked the job up, who was in the taxi? There were Anthony Pilkington, Danny Pilkington, and his dad. And when they looked at my brother, they go, "You look a bit familiar." He goes, "You lot look a bit familiar as well." So they go to my brother, "Who are you?" They go, my brother goes, that my little brother Aroon used to play with yourselves. Aroon, yeah. He goes, to be honest with you, if there was a lad that should have made it, it was him.
That's nice of him to say.
And to get the praises of someone that's played at the high level just shows you that you can't just be any sort of player if people that are playing at a high level that are praising you.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
obviously you gotta have something about you for them not to praise
levels
you.
Within levels, right?
Yeah. So I've played that season, and then that season's finished. The next season, I think I was about 16 at the time, and we started that season then, and Lancashire, there were Lancashire trials now. Do you know the Lancashire County trials? And the full Axel team went to the trials.
The whole team went to the trial?
Yeah, so basically it was our team, which was Axel Noble. There was a county team who was a county team at that time. And there was another team from, I can't remember where, I think they're from Waddington or something like that they were from. There was another team. So there were 3 teams, and then each team plays each team. And then from there, they wanted to put players into the Lancashire team. From these other teams.
11 players from 35 players, 35 players.
No, one of the teams were the actual Lancashire team. They were already established.
Yeah.
Now, from the other 2 teams, they wanted to pick 2-3 players from each team to put it into
a super team.
Yeah, to make a super team, which was representing the whole of Lancashire.
Okay.
And so we've gone to the trial. It was in Chorley, I remember now. It was in Chorley. We've gone to the trial, and I was playing a left back at that time. But that day there was another left back there. So my manager goes to me, which was Neil at the time. He goes to me, how do you need to go play up front? I said to Neil, but I'm not a striker. I'll be playing at left back and this is when I play. Me, I said, no problem. At that time, I worked like it was second to none. I could run all day, no problem. So I've gone up top.
Nice, fit, healthy Aroon, eh?
Yeah, fit, not.
Well, obviously, 15 years later now.
And so I've gone to the trial and playing up front. And we finished the 2 games, gone back into the changing rooms, we're all sat there now, all our lads are sat there. The manager comes in from the Lancashire FA, their manager, they've come in, and he goes to me, he goes, I want you to come up and represent Lancashire. I felt
Just like that?
Yeah, like...
How did you get on in that game?
I played quite well.
Yeah,
I played up top.
Goal?
I can't remember exactly what happened in the game, but I know
you was good on the ball.
Yeah, I was good on the ball. Obviously, I showed what I could do. Even though I wasn't playing in my position, I was playing up top. But ideally, I was a left back.
So adaptable.
I'm adaptable. Yeah, and I am versatile now because I play in a few different positions. And that time I played up top, and then the manager come in after the game. The Lancashire manager, he goes, I want 2-3 of you lot. So he goes, I want him, and then he come to me, he goes, I want you as well. I was over the moon of thinking, yeah, represented Lancashire. Not much people can, especially in the Asian background, can say that they've represented their county, not just the town.
County,
the full
absolutely.
County now. You're talking players from the full county.
Yeah, handpicked players.
Yeah, and to be recognised at that level, which was just one level under the pro level.
Yes, yeah.
And so then he picked us, and then we carried on with that season, and then luckily like 2-3 of us got picked. So I did feel when I did get to that Lancashire stage, I did feel comfortable a bit. Why? Because I had 2-3 people around me, but the rest of the people that were coming there, now I knew that from me playing at Hunko, now going to Axel Noble, now I'm taking another step out to play for the county.
So you're feeling naturally progressing.
Yeah, so the progression was coming now. So I thought county level, and then when I got a taste of county level, I thought, yeah, this it was like that one day when you had the game, you felt like a pro footballer.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
And obviously that level to play, you felt like a pro footballer where you had your suit, and you come in 9 o'clock in the morning. You have breakfast, everything ready for you. You go out, you do your drills.
Yeah.
And then after that, you come back in. It's a full shebang, basically. You're like a professional footballer for the day.
Excellent. Well, I bet you felt great.
And at that time, I was thinking, yeah, I'm feeling.
I've made it.
I've made it to a level now where I can try kicking on from here. Yeah. And with the Lancashire, how it works is just a year's league. So basically, when you get to the age of 17. 18 is under 18, so once you hit that age, you can't play. Lancashire finishes them for you.
Okay. So it's like a perfect pre-pro kind of like a league.
Yes.
For 17, 18 year olds to feel the atmosphere.
Yeah, so when you're playing in stadiums like the FA, and we were travelling around everywhere, we weren't just playing at Lancashire FA, we were playing at a lot of places.
We've got a call coming through. Aroon, let's take the call. Hello.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Yeah, Walaikum Assalam. This is your host, Hussain Mahmood, on Sports Talk TV, presenting live debates. How are you doing?
How are you, brother? You're talking to Umar here.
Umar?
Brother, talking about me.
Oh, Assalamu alaikum, bro. How are you?
I'm doing right.
Allah ka shukra, bro. Thank you very much. Thanks for calling in onto the show. Have you been watching the show?
Yeah, definitely 100% been watching the show, and just very interested, and just thought we were calling and give my bit of verdict.
Absolutely. I mean, what you've been watching the show, and we're talking about breaking through, mindset, having a positive mindset, and feeling confident. What do you think?
In my point of view, it's very hard. First thing first, a lot of Asian players, like my brother, I've started from, when I was watching Shaky and these lot from Northern League, then I brought my brother, I get in football, and this is where he has the passion and everything to be a footballer. I've took him to so many tournaments. We went to a tournament in London, and a guy come over to us and said to us that I'm interested in that player. He pulled me to the side from Queen's Park Football Club in London, And he's pulled me over to the side and he said, I'm interested. He said, I'll get back to you within 4 or 5 weeks. He got back to me and he said, we've got a problem. The problem is he lives 4.5 hours away from his house and we can't even take him on. I said, all right, no problem. I said to my brother, lift his face back up and let's get going again. I wrote letters out to the clubs. Didn't get no feedback. Only got back feedback from Luton Football Club, Watford and everything. As soon as they give him feedback, he lost interest completely about football. His aim was to make himself first Asian footballer to break through the barriers. And it was very hard. And people used to come up to us. The guys at Luton, we just got robbed completely. As soon as we left out of the football ground, they just turned it on. I said to myself and my little brother that how have you not made it? You're the best player there. And you know what that guy turned it on? He said, because you're an Asian lad and you got an Asian name, you're very unlikely going to break through the barriers.
Well, some of that we're going to touch up on.
And you heard, you actually heard this, and that's the comment that he passed, is it, Umar? Him being.
Say that again, please.
So that's the final kind of comment that they passed and why he's not going to make it because.
Yeah, that was the final. The comment
because he's an Asian lad and he has an Asian name.
He was out of position. How can you be out of position? You can't be out of position. He played full 90 minutes in that game. And I could not see anything wrong in him. They put on a feedback, he was out of position. Is that a good feedback to give? When we were left out of the stadium, you see black, white people coming out of the stadium and saying that you were the best player there. How can you not? How have you not made it? And that was just shocking, and we just lost our completely. We just got out of there. We jumped back on the way to the motorway, and my brother just fell apart and he said, I'm not doing it now.
It's demoralising, isn't it, Umar, really? When you put so much hard work in and you know you're in the mix and you're just as good as everybody else, to be knocked back for something that's out of your control. It's quite demoralising.
I know the problem is only the way forward you can make it if you have I don't know if I'm going to say in the wrong way, that if you have a Gola name, they'll look at you more than an Asian player and a black player. They want to see white players more than an Asian player coming through them barriers. That's where I look at it. We've been robbed so many times in a club where he's gone there. He's had one of the matches. He's played about 30 games and he's 28 man of the matches. But I have supported him. My dad has supported him. We've been going to every single game. We thought he was going to break the barrier anytime soon. It was just not happening. Victor, he was black. He played at Lancashire FA. He played at semi-pro level. And he was good at all them levels. And wherever you go, everyone's giving him good feedback. When you literally go to this club, they don't want to see Asian people to move forward. If you have a good contact who's already running the club, like an Asian owner or someone who's in the club, well known, that's only the way you can push through them barriers. Otherwise, you have got no chance. I don't know how long he lasted in the football, playing the game. It didn't last long. It's big that our Asian lads don't want to keep that momentum going, carrying it on. Like footballers retire at the age of 35, 40. Our Asians have only played for a couple of years and that's it, they're back in.
Umar, you've got a lot of passion there and a lot of true stories really coming through there. But I can tell you also, episode 2 on my show, when I mentioned names, and there was, I believe, 4 top flight footballers with names, Asians, British South Asians, with the name of Neil Taylor and etc, etc. So it's definitely something we picked up on our show. I could feel the passion coming out from you. I could definitely feel how much work you put in with your brother and how much work your dad's put in as well. I could tell you, Umar,
the thing that I really want is very hard for Asian players. If your mum and dad don't support you, Hardo had a bit of a problem with his mum and everything. He must have brought down the topic on the show.
Yeah.
The problem is Hardo's dad was with him, supporting him every second. With myself, we literally, every Saturday morning, I used to take him training. I used to do everything for this kid. That will break the bodies, will break it. Don't worry, don't let your head go down. Let's let's push on to the next. Next stage. Let's push on. We lose that one. Let's go. Let's fight for it. Let's get through. As soon as we got that feedback at Luton, our heart just got destroyed apart. That's why I'm saying Asian players is very unlikely to break the barriers. If they know a contact in there, I tell you what I applied for. Aki, Blackburn Rovers, West Ham. I applied for all these clubs and no one's got back to me. And so I'll give you an example. Matt Derbyshire. I used to be a coach at Blackburn Rovers, yeah? Matt Derbyshire used to work with me alongside with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He used to play for a team in Grey Harvard. He was just only scoring a hat-trick every weekend. He got in contact with my friend called Maka and he got him into Rovers. He turned around and said that he's scoring goals and he played normal level football as Aroon. And Aroon was 10 times better than him. They say he was scoring goals and he had the colour on him. They say he was white and plus his name was English. He had more of a chance than Aroon to go to the next step. Exactly what's happened. He went through the youth, then he went to the first football team, picked up through contacts. Otherwise, this guy would never have been recognised, Matt Derbyshire. He's worked with me. I played football with him as a football coach. This is a very hard for Asian people to get to break that barrier. I know Adam might have been lucky. Otherwise, I can't see any other Asian players. It's come in Muslim like Salah, Mane, all these like the Muslim ones. You don't see the Pakistanis or Indians or any other culture breaking through the barriers.
Omar, you know what? I can only agree with you on so many on your points. But this show on Sports Talk TV, it's not happened before. We've never had a platform before. Diversity code for all football clubs within the UK has changed after my shows. Things what we knew previously are not happening today, and what we are going to do, and in the process of doing, is breaking the mould and making the change happen. People like yourself with so much effort, so much passion, and so much energy that you've put in. Inshallah, myself, we're gonna make it happen. And there's going Inshallah.
I will support you. If someone breaks through, I'll be more than happy. I just want to see an Asian footballer.
I'm not going to let your efforts go to waste, inshallah.
Breakthrough, I'll be more than happy. There's two brothers from West Brom. I don't know if you heard of them. Two Asian lads, yeah? I don't know if you heard of them. They got to the reserves, and they just after that they just let them go.
Yeah,
so they don't give me Asian lads any chance at all. They won't give them. They won't give the time of the game. They'll give them like Ishmael and Khalidita were talking about. They let Asian players on for 10 minutes and they bring them off.
Yeah, that was a big point. Yeah,
they're not giving them that extra time to show them what they're all about.
That's right.
They just want Asian people to move forward in life. What I'm saying, only the way we can move this forward, someone like yourself, or Shaky Bot, or my little brother, or Ishmael, Khalid Isa, all these people around us, we can get together and get someone through the barriers, break the barriers, and get the first Asian footballer.
Inshallah, inshallah, bro. The people that you mentioned are definitely people I'm talking to. Shaky Butt is another name that is well recognised in the football circuit.
I'll give you a bit of a topic about Shaky. Shaky, I've known him from a young lad. He's a very good top player. He used to smash goals for fun through the Houghton League, and that's what made me bring my brother in football. And Brixton, just looking at that kid, he went through Burnley. And you know what I mean? I thought Shaky Butler should have made it out of all of the lot put together, I'll be honest with you. The talent he had, it was unbelievable.
Well, I do not disagree with you at all. Inshallah, with your passion, your support, your likes, your shares, you're coming onto the show today, sharing your views, giving your insight on your brother, and then also linking him up with Shaky Butt, who I have also been speaking to. All this information is in our generation should be passed on. We should pick up all the fruits of this generation of what we've learnt, adapted and have become, and we are working on this platform to be a voice like today and to push it through to our youth tomorrow. And we've got to do this, Omar. We have to do this. We will do this. We have to do this.
We have to be a unit. We have to get together and let people know that we're not sat back.
We come to play. We come to show. We come to demonstrate.
Just on that note as well, do you know when an agent's going forward, a lot of other agents, for some reason, I don't know why, they have that bit of jealousy. and because of that jealousy, it keeps knocking people back, and it shouldn't really be like that. If someone is talented and they really want it, everyone should be singing off the same page. They should all supporting them, try getting them to that level where they should be in, where they should be. But the thing is, with the agents, it's always competitive. He's better than him, and he's better than
100%, 100%. I agree with that.
And like that,
jealousy kicks in.
When jealousy kicks in, then the passion for the football's gone.
It hinders the progress, doesn't it?
It hinders the next person's program. Why? Because the one that's obviously has got the talent and the one that can make it to the next level might not have the links to make it to the next level, and then there's another guy who's half decent but's got the links, and the one that's half decent has got the links, he will always make it to the next level. Reason being is because he's got a person to guide him to the next level. But the thing is that the way we see it, and obviously how everyone should see it, is that if the person is talented, then everyone should try getting together and give the person the full support and getting him to the top.
100%, I agree with that. 100%.
100%. Umar, what's your words for us? The last word and encouragement, because for all our viewers who are listening, let's say we have youth coming through now, and what word would you give to them? How would you encourage them?
I will encourage them that their mum and dad support the kids, make sure that if they're really good, and get the managers supporting them, get the people like us taking them to the next step, right into clubs. You know what I mean? They've got the passion of football, and let's get moving on breaking these barriers for the new generation of coming through the football, and put their head down and keep on going until they break that barrier.
100%. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hussain.
Do continue. Please continue, bro. And inshallah, together we're better, and we can achieve a whole lot more.
Thank you.
Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Aroon, some very good points there, you know.
Yeah.
And the passion's there.
The passion.
15 years later, the passion is like as he went and took you to Luton yesterday.
The passion
ain't going nowhere.
The Luton bit, obviously my brothers beat me to it. I was going to come to that bit just a bit later on. Obviously in the next 4 or 5 minutes I was going to come to that bit. Like I said, when I went to Lancashire, it felt like I was like a pro footballer at that time. There was one guy that come through at that time called Alex Morrow. I don't think a lot of people heard of him at that time. A few years later, he signed for Rovers. And he and I thought, you know what, if the person like that's coming to play with us lot at Lancashire and then gonna go get a pro contract at Rovers, it just shows that you're mixing it with the best.
Level, yeah, you're definitely
you're at a good level now. And I played about 4 or 5 games there. Then after that, the manager he took a dislike to me for whatever reason. I don't know. And I've never criticised any of my managers. Why? Because you know a lot of people, it's easy to just point and say, yeah, it's racist.
Yeah, mentioned this a backdoor exit.
Yeah,
just because you couldn't do, you say,
so you'll always blame someone. And me, I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna say shitty and say my managers for this reason or that reason.
Yeah. The R card.
Yeah, everyone straight away says racism, this, that, the other. But the thing is, every manager has a different philosophy. Now, if they don't like the way you play, then they won't pick you. And that's just how I felt when I was at Lancashire. 4 or 5 games on the trot I played. And within myself, and obviously when I spoke to a few of my teammates.
What position did you play?
I played at left back then.
Oh, you played in your position?
Yeah, in my position at left back then, for the Lancashire county team. And then I thought to myself, I've played decent. And then 5th game in, manager dropped me to the bench. And inside I was thinking, why has he dropped me to the bench?
How did you feel your games went previously?
Previously, I thought my games went quite well.
Okay.
I did quite well. I didn't make any mess ups.
Reason
and then it makes you start thinking that like, what do I need to do like to impress? And what's it called? I said, well, what do I do? What do I need to do now to impress?
Get myself off the bench.
Yeah, to get back onto the pitch. But like when you come to the county level, because there's only like probably you're playing about 6-7 games in a full season. Why? Because there's like you got like Lancashire County, then you got Merseyside, then you got Manchester, Humberside. So there's only like limited games that you can play.
Okay, yeah.
And then that year went past, and then I was about 18. I was about 18 at the time. Now Lancashire's finished, and I thought, now I'm getting to a stage where I'm thinking that do I go? What do I do now? Because my dad's saying to me, son, you're getting to an age now where you either need to start working, or you need to become a professional footballer. And obviously, to become a professional footballer, you need to start from a very, very young age.
Yeah, so 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, and you have to be within the academies. You can't just turn up and expect to jump into academy. It doesn't work like that. Now, when you're at a young age, obviously, like you've picked up on other episodes, there's a few barriers, i.e. mosque and a few other things.
Yeah, absolutely. Timing, attitude, lifestyle, diet.
Yeah, and all that comes into
support, encouragement, infrastructure.
That all comes into play. And
Which
then,
is all on the episodes 1 to 5 on demand.
Yeah,
for all of you to watch and see.
Then from at 18, I've got a trial at Luton now, which my brother brought up. And I've gone there. They were at that time. They were in a conference at that time, so I've gone to the trial. It was a 2-day trial. It wasn't like the other one. It was a 2-day trial. First day we did a lot of running, so we done the 12-minute run. So you have to run as far as you can within 12 minutes to see how fit you are. Then they done a sprint to see how quick you are. And then they put you into a little like a 3v3, which were more on your shooting. And I remember hitting one in the training, and the guy looked at me. He goes, wow. He goes, I've
something
seen some,
left.
Yeah, he goes, I've seen some
ferocious
power.
left foot.
He goes, wow, I've seen some power, but he goes,
it's pretty well known, that left foot, isn't it?
He goes, when you've hit that, it reminded me of Van Persie, just the way, the power on it. And what's it called? So we done the training. We've done all the training. I think I done quite well in general on that training.
That's what the manager said in Luton there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he noticed.
So they noticed me that first day. The second day, we went on to Kennelsworth Road, which was the Luton town stadium, and went to the stadium, played the 11v11. There was like 2 teams, a few coaches there, a few guys watching over, and we played the 90 minutes, and we've come back to the changing room, and now it's come to time for decision time, who gets a contract with Luton and who doesn't. So at this point, I'm thinking inside, I'm feeling good now, because I know that my fitness is up to scratch. I've played the game. I think we must have won that game 5-6-0 that game, and I've gained a lot of praises from the other players that played with me as well.
At that time, so you've
at that time, so I'm feeling good now. And I'm sat there, and they've come around with a sheet now, and on that sheet it tells you that for the reason why we're not accepting you. So I've looked at the sheet, and I thought, wow. And I've looked at it, and they go, the reason why we're not accepting you is the reason, and I still don't get it till this day, because I've played for a very long time. They go, your positional play at left back.
Your positional play?
Yeah. And
what positional play is incorrect, or is it
they go
forward, or
like they go when the ball's on the right hand side.
You're going in. You're going across too much.
Yeah, when the ball on the left hand side, the right back comes out. The 2 centre half comes across. Me being a left back, I should come across as well, not to leave the gap. They're saying that left back shouldn't go across. It should stay there. So if I do stay there, there's a big gap there to go through the middle. So
because surely you move as a unit.
You move as a unit.
You move as a unit, right?
So when I've read that, and I looked at my brother, we sat in the car, a few other lads have come out now, they looked at me, they spoke to me, they go, did he make it, mate? I said no. And you should have seen the disgust on their face.
These are white lads?
Yeah, white lads and black lads as well.
Yeah, what opposition?
Opposition and on my team as well.
So you played against these guys as well?
I played against them and played with them as well. Like some played with me, some played against me. It was just the 11v11, random 11 was the random 11.
So even they thought?
Yeah, so even they thought that, they said, we don't understand, you were one of the best players here, how did you not make it? And from there, then I've sat in the car, I'm just scratching my head thinking,
you will be.
Is this really for me?
Again, I mean, this is the start of our show today.
Yeah.
In these moments, and it begs the question, doesn't it? I mean, how do you lift yourself up from there?
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, it really does beg I've got to ask the question again.
Yeah. Even in between that time, even when I got scouted for Clitheroe, which I forgot to mention as well, and
Clitheroe
FC, yeah.
That's a nice team to be a part of.
Yeah, so I was there training twice a week, playing, and played half a season there. End of the season, unfortunately, a new manager come in. And at this level, when a manager comes in, he brings his own players in. Unfortunately, in my position, he had one of his own mates. So when you start choosing his own mates, obviously I felt a bit discouraged now. So it doesn't matter what I do, I ain't gonna get into this team.
That's a personal preference.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get into this team now. So then from there, that's when I left. I had this trial at Luton, thinking that I could still make it at a decent level. Maybe I might make a pro, but obviously I need to go back down to go back up.
Okay.
You got like your Jamie Vardy, for example.
Yeah.
They got that high. They got to go down to a low level, then they go back to now where he is in Leicester now. But where was he before that? In Fleetwood.
Yeah, Fleetwood. He went from Fleetwood to Leicester, didn't he?
Yeah. So
from nowhere.
Sometimes when you get a bit older, your goals starting going smaller now. And then after that trial, then I spoke to my dad. Dad spoke to me. He goes, son, you need to make a big decision.
Yeah, it's a decision time now.
Now,
how old were you by then?
I was 18 at the time, turning 19.
Yeah, so it's decision time.
Yeah, so my dad goes to me, son, if you're not going to make good money from football, now is the time. And I strongly believe that if you come from a quite richish background, your mother and father can support you financially, which you won't struggle. Because alhamdulillah, we've come from a middle class background,
modest background,
and obviously we're not the richest, we're not the poorest. But then it comes to a stage where you need to start earning money.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
you need to start working for your family more than anything else, and you can't just live off your mum and dad for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
And that it takes a big thing that like where when you start working, it takes a big chunk out of your football.
It does, yeah.
Now, when you start working, now you must know yourself. When you get to a certain age and you start working, obviously you can't train 2-3 times a week.
No, you can't. No.
If your shifts wherever you working fall on a Saturday or a Sunday, you can't play.
Your work starts to take priority.
So slowly from there, my football started going down now. Cause why? Because I've got to a stage of my life now where I'm thinking I've been knocked back from Luton, and
did you recover from that? Do you actually think you recovered?
To be honest with you,
till this day?
Till this day, I don't think I recovered from that.
So you're definitely psychologically, emotionally, and the answers that you got on that sheet didn't really fulfill your. It didn't. Unanswered questions.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm still thinking that I was good enough, but why did they not give me that chance? What was the reason behind it? Why did they not give me that chance?
Yeah, but that's what this show's for, to find out them answers.
Yeah.
We want to know what's happening on the inside, and you're giving us that insight.
Yeah, so we want to know now, people that are coming up, obviously, who want to become footballers, and they're coming through and they're getting knocked back. Why they getting knocked back? Obviously, come on, speak to us. Speak to the likes of Adnan. I've mentioned him many times. Why? Because he's been an ex-pro footballer. Wherever he can help you, we will pick you up and help you again. So don't think once you get knocked back. Obviously in my time we're different, but the kids that are coming up now, we got a lot more resources, a lot more people out there willing to help you to get to that next level. Even though you do take a knock, we're still going to pick you up and take you to the next level.
It's a very, very, very good message, a very strong message. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah for that, Aroon. You know, that's a very passionate message, and that's really the conclusion for me. Don't be feeling demoralised.
Yeah.
Don't feel discouraged. You now have a support structure. You have the networks, the likes of myself here at UC TV Studios, representing Sports Talk TV on my show. We've got players, semi-pro level players coming through, sharing their insights and what they felt, found and felt factors. It's not only the racism card. Yeah, we're not just presenting this big R card and looking for a big backdoor exit. What we're doing, we're understanding each element of the athlete requirement to make it through to top flight football. Yeah, I believe the talent is out there already.
Yeah.
There is no question, there's no doubt for me whatsoever that British South Asians have got the talent. I'm a player myself. I'm a confident player. Aroon's a player. Last week we had Adnan on. We are sharing you on experiences, we're sharing you on insights. So if you are going through that, your friend's going through it, you're a youth, you're fired up to get to that top flight stage, and you feel discouraged in any way whatsoever, then we're here for you. Like, share and comment. We will expose the story, we will expose the clubs, and we will follow the story until we have resolute, proper direction and a fair equality and a fair qualification system being our number one agenda. Aroon, finally, would you like to get, I know you've already sent a very strong, passionate, powerful message out to all the youth out there today in terms of encouragement, the parents getting involved, your mother's blessings. Don't miss the opportunity of being with your parents and taking that blessings. What final messages would you like to get out from your experiences that you've gained?
What I'd like to get out now is that the players that are playing, they should play from a young age, i.e. about 5, 6 ideally, because when you start growing up and you start turning about 14, 15, the net starts closing on you. Your opportunities start going smaller and smaller as you're getting older. So start from a young age. And one big thing I want to say is, many times I've said it again, respect your mum and dad. Have a lot of love for them. Show them that respect, what they deserve, and inshallah you will get where you need to get to.
Definitely.
With their blessings, you will get to where you get to. And just on one note as well, Maradona has passed away today. He was a big legend in the sport, a big, very, very good player. What's your verdict on it?
Well, it's a sad day. It's a sad day in sports. Diego Maradona is an icon in football. He was a great player. He helped win the World Cup. And again, whether Muslim or any other religion, all souls shall return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as we're talking football, football's our game. I wish him, I wish all his family, I wish all his friends, his family, everybody around him, all the best and all the encouragement. And I hope you get through this period, and commiserations. Serious commiserations. Thank you, Diego Maradona, for doing what you did in football and giving us an opportunity to look at your skill set. You've changed the game in many ways. So we're definitely sending our commiserations out there for Diego Maradona and his family. Aroon, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me once again.
You're very welcome. Thank you for all your insight. Jazakallah. Quite a lot of passions come out today. I hope that you drink some cha later. Just bring it all down, because and I hope that Sports Talk has provided you with the platform to kind of release some of that energy.
It is,
and get that frustration out there. And I'm here for you, alhamdulillah, just as I am here for the youth coming through. So I'm delighted that we've managed to have your brother on as well. And express some of them views. And if you feel that if you also feel that you need to express some of that energy, or you've been hard done by, or there has been an unfair system in place, then get in touch with us. The number's on the screen, was on the screen, it will be on the screen again. Like, share and comment. I'm your voice. I'm holding the front line for us all and being the voice for British South Asians, and we will break into top flight football, inshallah. There is nothing going to stop us. Aroon Hussain, thank you very much, and thank you for your input in football. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for reaching out to everybody in Blackburn and the wider community. Thank you very much, all viewers, for staying tuned with us. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to seeing you next week on Sports Talk UCTV Live at 7 p.m. and I've got a very special guest and some interesting points lined up for you also. So thank you very much, and I look forward to catching you all then.